Jai Shri Mataji, everyone.
जय श्री
जय
माता जी।
श्री जय श्री माता जी आंटी।
Jai Shri Mataji. Guess the raga. Anybody? What is the raga?
दीदी, इज इट यमन रागा?
No, it's, it's not a Yaman at all. Okay, at the end, you guess. Children, welcome. Today is week 9, day 5. Sahasrar Chakra. Um, we have come a long way, you can say. Hope your experiences also have been deep throughout these sessions, children. Today we are exploring the seventh chakra. And on this day, we will also watch the documentary made on Shri Mataji's life, how she came about, and how was her childhood, and how her desire to give realization was fulfilled with her willpower, and how she worked it out on all on her own single-handedly. Today, that's what we will learn, children. This is the chakra of the modern time, you can say. Because of this chakra, we are able to feel whatever we are feeling. This is a chakra that is going to revolutionize the whole humanity. You will see we all will reach to a point where we have to find the truth. You can say, and this time is also described as blossom time. And at some point, Sri Madhuri also said that this is the beginning of Satyuga. Satyuga has already started, means what? Means you will see that any untrue thing, any wrong thing is exposed, and it'll people who are uh, before earlier times they were getting away or so called. They think if you cannot get away with any wrongdoing, it will be exposed. So that is one of the, you can say, outcome of this new age that Shimadji talked about, the Satyuga. Satya means truth. So you will see whatever you do, you cannot hide. So you will see people, Shimadji said, who will actually be the flag bearers, as in who will be in the forefront. It will be Sahaja Yogis, because you will have the capacity to understand the difference between right and wrong. So you are starting at such young age, and if you were able to take it up deeply, seriously, I'm very sure you will see, you'll have the capacity to understand things on subtler level, make decisions, and everywhere that you pursue, any path that you choose, will be somehow or the other, Shrimataji will reveal it to you, that how she will keep guiding you to take up things or to do things that will support this new age, this new era, this all beginnings. It's already started. Actually, it has taken, you see the kind of things that are happening in the world. So it'll make more sense to you. All right, with this message, let's begin. Let's open our Brahmarandra. Your right hand, few inches above Sahasrar. Let us connect with Shri Mataji. And say, Shri Mataji, please allow me to feel deeper and deeper connection with you, with this all pervading power. Switch your right hand with left hand. Same thing. You say, Shri Mataji, come in my attention, in my awareness, in my brain. Let me connect with this all-pervading power. Now let's spend a few minutes by doing candling, and before that, let's raise our Mother Kundalini, everyone. Now you all are experts. You don't need a lot of time to get rid of your negativities. So try to deeply connect in a shortest period. Left hand towards the candle, right hand towards Mother Earth. Let's do Namaskar to Mother Earth. We respect and recognize the power of Mother Earth and request Mother Earth to suck all the negativities of the left side. Left hand towards the candle. Make sure your left hand is towards the candle flame, right hand towards Mother Earth. Now, one by one, we will see the vibrations of every chakra. Children, in the light, if you see that you're holding a snake, you just drop it, right? Similarly, when you see a negativity or a block in your chakra, just drop it. So that's why you diagnose yourself. You recognize, okay, where is my blocker? What's going on? Scan your chakras of the left side. If it's not cool, you know which deity to awaken. What are the qualities? Left Swadhisthana. If there's a tingling or a heat, know that there is a struggle going on between your Kundalini and the chakra, and you want to get rid of that. Left Nabhi. Left heart. Heart is important, children. Get rid of any hangovers, anything that is stuck in your heart. Any emotions from the past, all misidentifications, let it burn away. Left Vishuddhi, at left Vishuddhi, what do we say? Very important, children. This chakra is very much disturbed due to Western influence. We accept wrong ideas. Now, here you are, Shrimataji. Give me completely pure relationships. Let me have ideal relationships. Person with a very good left Vishuddhi, you can become a great orator, children. When you stand up and speak, people will listen because you have that clarity. You'll have the blessings of the divine, of Vishnu Maya. So do not compromise here and say, Shrimataji, burn away all the guilt, sarcasm. Let me see my shortcomings and overcome them without feeling guilty. We are not to feel guilty. But if you find out, cleanse it. Drop it like some snake is in your hand. Just drop it. And don't look back. See if you can feel a cool breeze. Left agya. See the flow, children. Left agya has all the negative emotions, lack of faith, all conditionings, habits that makes us think, oh, I cannot do this, I'm not good. All that creates a barrier here, children. Say, I'm the pure spirit. I'm not these conditionings. No relationship can bring you down. No emotion can bring you down. Just have faith and say, Shrimataji, burn away all the depressive ideas, wrong ideas I have, all my fear. Burn away and give me joy. Awaken Sri Mahavira. Now, Sehestrar. Here we say, Shrimataji, please burn away all the fear, and by your grace, I am completely secure. Burn away all the self doubt I have, doubts in divine power, doubts in my spirit. Burn away all the lack of faith in me. All right. Now let's do a foot soak, children. Put some salt in your water. Give a bandhan and say, Shrimataji, please awaken the power of ocean in this water element. Now put your feet in it. पैरों को डाल लेते हैं. Left hand towards the sky. We'll watch this documentary called Vision.
There's a big inner revolution that is coming up.
We must understand we are delicately made, beautiful flowers of God. We are human beings. And the time has come for us to become now the fruits. This is the blossom time. I think next century we'll have beautiful people all around us, no troubles of wars, very peaceful. We'll be all sitting in the kingdom of God.
Since the beginning of time, human beings have been searching for answers. Who am I? Why am I here? What is the purpose of existence? Many great incarnations and prophets have tried to shed light on the human dilemma and urge us towards spiritual awakening. Like different flowers on one tree of life, they spoke the same truths, but were bathed in different fragrances. Buddha saw enlightenment as the answer to our suffering, a 1,000-petal lotus emanating from the crown of the head. Muhammad also spoke of the Ruh, a cool breeze flowing out of the top of the head and the hands. At the time of resurrection, your hands will speak, he explained. And Krishna, in his playful mirth, depicted the need for yoga, or union with the divine. He spoke of the collective nature of man and the need for each of us to dissolve into the ocean of bliss. Christ also explained that salvation would come only through second birth. Forgiveness and compassion would clear the path towards this awakening, which would be felt as tongues of cool flames crowning the head in a divine halo. Heralding the new age of enlightenment, he promised us a comforter, the Holy Spirit, an incarnation who would lead us from darkness to the dawning of a new era. The age of the Mother has arrived.
Out of recognition for her great work, Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi has been hailed around the world as the Great Mother. Since 1970, her mastery over the primordial energy known as Kundalini has drawn seekers to her public programs by the thousands. They come to experience the awakening of this energy, which is felt as a cool breeze emanating from the top of the head. As our spiritual mother, this force brings about a profound state of inner peace as we're spiritually reborn. Through this connection to the divine, we go beyond the mind and into the state of thoughtless awareness, which heals and soothes our inner psyche. Lao Tzu described the Kundalini in a most beautiful way.
There is a thing, inherent and natural, which existed before heaven and earth. Motionless and fathomless, it stands alone and never changes. It pervades everywhere and never becomes exhausted. It may be regarded as the mother of the universe. I do not know its name. If I am forced to give it a name, I call it Tao, and I name it as supreme.
Sri Mataji was born to a Christian family at Chhindwara, a town at the very center of India. She arrived at midday on the 21st of March, 1923, on the spring equinox at a time when the planets were aligned in a most extraordinary way. Heralding this auspicious event was her mother's dream to see a tiger. In the jungle, the wild animal appeared before her in all its splendor. She was overcome with joy and knew at that moment that there was something very special about her child. Born with the knowledge that she had a divine gift, Sri Mataji felt the need to share her understanding of God with humanity from her very childhood. Her parents knew why she was on the earth, and her father, who was a very learned man, helped her to understand about human beings.
As a child, she was called Nirmala, which means pure, and she spent a very happy childhood endearing herself to all around her. She befriended all the animals and birds, sometimes even frightening the maids when she brought snakes into the house to caress. At other times, she could be found alone in a remote corner of the house, her face beaming with inward joy, lost in meditation. Even at an early age, she was searching for a way to share this joy with those around her. She loved everything that was genuine and natural, walking each day to school in her bare feet in order to feel the earth. Her father laughingly told a new driver, "It is easy to recognize my daughter. She is the girl who carries her shoes in her hands." During vacations and holidays, Nirmala accompanied her family to Gandhi's ashram. He enjoyed her immensely, affectionately calling her Nepali because of her beautiful features. Sri Mataji later explained her relationship with the Mahatma.
Now Gandhiji was very strict. The way he used to make everyone get up at 4 in the morning, have your bath, come for puja. But his quality was that what he said, he practiced. There was no hypocrisy about it. Also, he used to get into a temper with people who would misbehave, and I used to put some cool water on him. Because I was a little girl, he would really understand it. And he used to say, "How is it that you keep so peaceful about such things?" And I said, "That's the solution. Reaction is not the way you can really work it out. Forgiving itself solves the problem."
Seeing the wisdom of this child, Gandhi treated Nirmala with great respect. He recognized her divine nature and sought her advice about spiritual matters. When the fight for India's independence from Britain began, Nirmala and her family were at the heart of the struggle. Renouncing their wealth, her parents, Prasad and Cornelia Rao, who were direct descendants of the royal Shalavahana dynasty, helped organize protests in Nagpur. As a result, they were frequently put in prison from 1928 until freedom was won in 1947. They made it a family rule that no one was to shed tears upon their departure for jail, teaching the children to share in joy and grief alike. After all, their incarceration was a step towards freedom for their mother India, and there was no need to be sad.
Growing up in the independence movement, Shri Mataji took an active role as a youth leader, spearheading the student struggle in Lahore while attending medical school. To this day, she is an outspoken advocate for political freedom, declaring that people cannot grow spiritually until they are free politically.
I had such a good childhood with my parents. They taught us how to be sacrificing. My father was in jail for years. My mother went to jail 5 times. And from huge big houses we were living in huts. But we used to enjoy everything. The feeling that whatever our parents are doing is for our country's freedom was so elevating, that we never even thought of little comforts that children ask for. We could sleep anywhere, eat anything, live anywhere, and that has given me the lesson that if you have complete purity about your dedication and purity about what you have to do, you can achieve. And as Gandhiji had said, we have to have first freedom. I saw the Union Jack coming down and I saw the tricolor going up. That was the moment. It's beyond me. Even now, I remember those days.
Following the success of the freedom movement, her father played a key role in helping to write the new constitution and to set a new government into motion. Now that Mother India was beginning to stand on her own, Shri Mataji felt free to marry. In 1947, she married Mr. C.P. Srivastava, a prominent member of the Indian Civil Service. They were blessed with 2 daughters, Kalpana and Sadhana, and success in his political career. He was appointed personal secretary to one of the most famous and beloved prime ministers in Indian history, Lal Bahadur Shastri. Following Shastri's tragic death, Mr. Srivastava began his United Nations career, culminating in 16 years as Secretary General of the United Nations International Maritime Organization and a knighthood by the Queen of England. During this period, Shri Mataji waited patiently for the right time to begin spreading her divine message.
After raising her children to adulthood and seeing them happily married, Shri Mataji had fulfilled her responsibilities as a mother and a householder, and was prepared to embark upon her true life's work, the emancipation of humanity. Having been invited to the ashram of a prominent local guru in 1970, she was shocked to see him looting people in the name of spirituality. Suddenly aware that the seekers everywhere were in danger from this future trend, Shri Mataji searched deep within herself for a solution. She spent the entire night on the seashore contemplating. And in the early hours of the morning, disgust with the falsehood she had witnessed and compassion for her children everywhere forced her to act. She meditated upon the Sahasrara, the energy center on the crown of the head, and prayed that all the seekers of truth would eventually receive their enlightenment and bring about the dawning of collective consciousness in humanity. She describes this historic event.
Sahasrara was open. The whole atmosphere was filled with tremendous Chaitanya. And there was tremendous light in the sky. And the whole thing came on this earth as if a torrential rain or a waterfall with such a tremendous force, as if I was unaware and got stupefied. The happening was so unexpected and so tremendous that I was stunned and I became completely silent at its grandeur. I saw the primordial Kundalini rising like a big furnace, and the furnace was very silent but burning appearance it had, as if you heat up some metal and it has many colors. In the same way, the Kundalini showed up like a huge furnace, which is like a tunnel, where you see these plants you have for coal burning to create electricity. And it stretched like a telescope, one after another came out, like that. And the deities came and sat on their seats, on their golden seats. And then they lifted the whole of the head like a big dome and opened it. And then this torrential rain completely drenched me. And I started seeing all that and got lost into the joy. It was like an artist seeing its own creation fulfilled. I felt the joy of great fulfillment.
After emerging from this beautiful experience, Sri Mataji looked around and saw the blindness of human beings, and she became absolutely silent. She desired that everyone should attain their self-realization in order that their eyes could be opened. Her vision for humanity had come into focus and was beginning to unfold.
Following this, Sri Mataji began teaching a small group of seekers how to meditate. She stood behind each individual and raised the Kundalini by placing her hands on the various energy centers along the spine. This was a natural process which awakened their residual power of pure desire. She awakened this power called Kundalini, which lay dormant in the sacrum bone at the base of the spine, coiled in 3.5 coils. When awakened, it rose up the spinal cord, connecting and enlightening the energy centers. As it pierced the fontanelle bone area at the top of the head, they were connected with the divine.
Although she was working with only a handful of people, she was searching for a universal method which would allow her to give this experience to large groups of people. She soon developed a technique for en masse self-realization. Taking into account all the different combinations and permutations of the human personality, the method was startlingly simple. The seeker would express his or her desire by holding the left hand towards Sri Mataji. Verbal affirmations helped the mothering energy to rise, and the experience could be verified by feeling the Kundalini in the hands and above the head. As more and more people expressed their desire to have this awakening, she began an en masse self-realization movement. Sahaja Yoga was born.
Yoga or union had become effortless. No more standing on your head, no need for expensive mantras. Now it was easier to get your enlightenment in the heart of London than it was in the Himalayas. Visits to the psychiatrist's couch were no longer necessary. Sri Mataji was not concerned with the quantity of people, but with the quality of the seekers. She never took any money for giving or developing self-realization and started Sahaja Yoga with her own resources. To this day, she insists that you cannot pay for your spiritual ascent.
And the people were so money-oriented that they would not listen to me because I said, you cannot pay for your evolution, you cannot pay for your realization. While those people who said you have to pay, they were very happy. And they wouldn't believe me. I was so disappointed with the way they were looking at spirituality. How much did we pay to Christ? How much did we pay to Mother Earth for these flowers? That money orientation was so great that one of the reasons for our plight is that we supported all kinds of wrong, false people.
She was very anxious to save the American seekers from false gurus who had descended upon that country and were leading people to their destruction. In 1972, she sold her gold bangles and with that money set sail for America. In hall after hall, she warned of the dangers of following the false teachers who made many claims, but in reality were damaging the kundalinis and energy centers of their disciples. However, this message fell on deaf ears. The seekers of America were too naive and enthralled to listen. She was in great anguish at the plight of America, and on board the ship to India, her heart was pining to save her children. She addressed them in this poem.
To my flower children, you are angry with life, like small children whose mother is lost in darkness. You sulk, expressing despair at the fruitless end of your journey. You wear ugliness to discover beauty. You name everything false in the name of truth. You drain out emotions to fill the cup of love. My sweet children, my darling, how can you get peace by waging war with yourself, with your being, with joy itself? Enough for your efforts of renunciation, the artificial mask of consolation. Now rest in the petals of the lotus flower, in the lap of your gracious mother. I will adorn your life with beautiful blossoms and fill your moments with joyful fragrance. I will anoint your head with divine love, for I cannot bear your torture anymore. Let me engulf you in the ocean of joy, so you lose your being in the greater one, who is smiling in your calyx of self, secretly hidden to tease you all the while. Be aware, and you will find him, vibrating your every fiber with blissful joy, covering the whole universe with light.
Sri Mataji's efforts to reach the Western seekers intensified in 1974. Her husband was elected Secretary General of the United Nations International Maritime Organization, and they moved to England. Europe became her home, and Sahaja Yoga centers sprang up across the continent. Finding that this worked well for individuals, she began to emphasize the need for collective awareness. The experience became stronger when shared with others. She likened this to the analogy of one candle enlightening another and another, until there were so many candles standing together that the room was filled with light. The added dimension of feeling the connection to others was intrinsic to this new state of consciousness, and those practicing Sahaja Yoga found they were part of something greater than themselves, the transformation of mankind.
Sri Mataji explains, the door of Sahaja Yoga is open to everyone, and every human being can achieve collective consciousness. The only problem is that the freedom of choice of the individual has to be respected because he has ultimately to enter the area of total freedom. Thus, there may be many who may not sincerely seek their salvation. But if later on they see the multitude of realized souls enjoying the bliss of collective consciousness, they may also desire to get into their higher evolutionary process. This is how all evolutionary processes have worked in nature. The guiding and controlling force that acts is the spirit. This is the collective being within us which manifests in our attention and makes us collectively conscious.
Let us wash our feet, children, and thank Shri Mataji. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for all the efforts that you have put. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for giving us our realization, giving us all the knowledge, and working so very hard for all of us, Shri Mataji. Thank you again and again. We can all raise our Mother Kundalini and give ourselves a bandhan. So here today, children, if you can have a A4 sheet, a letter size sheet, a black pen and a ruler, we are going to do the draw and write. You have to make 2 boxes, children, and draw either using symbols, metaphors, imagery that express your inner thoughts. On the top, please write week number 9, your first name, last name, and the date. And then you make 2 boxes with 4.25 inches size of the sides. It's a square box, two square boxes, okay? And then these are the prompts, children. In the first box, you have to draw something regarding who were you before meditation, how do you symbolize it, and then on the second box, you have to draw who have you become after meditation. Yes.
Auntie, like, what if your parents always used to follow meditation even before you were born?
Doesn't matter. Oh, but you know, right, when you meditate and we don't meditate.
Okay, so we have to write in when we meditate, we have to write, and then when we don't write, like
And
if we
after
don't
meditation,
meditate.
yeah, it's very symbolic how you feel before meditation and who you have become after meditation. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're doing Sahaja Yoga. I know what you're saying. That's fine. And then below each box, you have to write in 6 to 10 word sentences. Okay?
Auntie, should we keep 4 inches or 4 centimeters?
4 inches better. 4.25 by 4.25 inches.
Auntie, the box would be small.
4.25 inches, good enough. That's a good size better. See how he's this example. It is not connected to our prompts, but he made some figure, na? So you're just going to make a figure. How you feel before meditation, and what you feel after.
Auntie, so can we just fold the paper into two halves and one half?
You cannot measure it. You don't have a ruler.
Auntie, I do have a ruler. When I measured,
You want to make big images. You're saying, yeah.
yeah.
Mm, I don't know because this is for the research beta. So maybe you stick to the plan. Stick to 4 point. At least you do 4.5 inches. Okay, how big you want it? 5 by 5?
Okay, Auntie, 5 by 5. Okay.
Do 5 by 5. If you think you're not able to. And once you do that, you email it to Dr. Sanchita and let her know week 9 prompt. Also, children, in your you write first name, last name, and also write your country, India. So she will know you're from this group. Here is the email ID. Jai Shri Mataji. Any questions, anybody? Yes, if you are able to access, yesterday kids were not able to access her folder. If you're able to access, put it in your folder. If not, you directly email her. Yeah. Anybody, any questions so far? It's all clear? And you all have given your phone numbers, right? Did you upload that link, your information? Are you also on that WhatsApp group she made? Because she will have individual calls. Excuse me. Yes, yes. It is needless to say, we know the deity of Sahasrara.